Alright, so yesterday I made a video saying that the nerfs on the amount of currency we get every month was not that bad. It was about 70 pulls less a month that we are getting free to play. And I argued that yes, obviously it's a nerf is a nerf, but it's not going to be game-breakingly bad to where I don't think you should play. If you're not playing, it should be for another reason other than the pulls, because in terms of getting characters, you could still get around like three out of like five characters a month, I'd say, free to play with a bit of luck. um I'll go over the spreadsheets. I'll put timestamps if you want to very much just see the amount of currency we get every single month, and the one-time currency, which is surprisingly high. I didn't know was that high, but I'm gonna go over all that. And as a free-to-play, I think you should still play this game, especially if you like Black Clover units. I'd say it's a game you should probably try out. But if they don't make changes, I don't think you should stick with it, at least. But it's definitely fun month one. Now, Zycio's my friend. I pinned the comment. This guy responds very seriously, saying he's flip-flopping due to this being the main game he covers. Revenue is bad on all servers, so he has to convince people now. Yeah, I'm trying to convince people. That's kind of what these videos are for. I kind of already said that. I don't really get that point. And flip-flopping, I don't get what he means by that. But yeah, it's the main game I cover. I want this game to do good. And I mean, if the game is bad, the game is bad. I don't really know what else to say. There's games coming up. I love solo leveling. I love Bleach, and they're both getting really good games, right? So I could play those. It's not really like, of course I want this game to do good, but convincing 1,000 people that the nerfs aren't bad isn't going to change anything, right? So some people do agree. So like he says, he understands. Now Calvin is saying that it's possible that the nerfs are only for Canada, but that's not the case. It's gonna be on global too. So yeah, that's just how it is. Now he's saying, I did mention, by the way, Mage's Path, resetting the advanced mage's path, which is one of the best things in the game. We get this dupe shard and two SSR universal dupes, plus like a bunch of extra currency. So like we did get like some currency back. I think it's like 2,000 crystals, 2,000 yeah, about 2,000 crystals total in worth. I count one ticket as 120 crystals, obviously. But we get two universal dupes, which we've never had this reset on KR or JP. So this is an extra two universal dupes that we don't really get. So I was saying that we might see this reset in the future too, and if so, then I think personally the nerf really is not that bad at all, because we're losing the polls, but we're still able to get the people we want, plus we're also getting extra universal dupes. Hello, like generally in 70 polls you're not really getting two of one unit, right? So I just thought that was a good thing to point out. Now this person was saying that he doesn't really like when there's inequalities between versions, and it's not fair that JP and KR has more crystals, which I totally agree. But JP and KR are finding themselves in an awkward situation where it's like, what do they do? Because the game's out, people are going to be pissed if they do that. So they kind of have to monetize in different ways. In example, basically just making the units better so people summon more, which is what they are starting to do. Season 5, both units were really good. Season 6, both units were really good, and now the pickups are starting to be good. Now there was another one that I wanted to go. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll go over this one, then I'll go over to the bottom. So he's saying, I don't, okay, there's three. These three I want to cover. So, never have I ever heard a gacha player saying there's too many pulls. I'm sorry, but if there's something you never have enough of in a gacha game, it's pulls. Now, yeah, until it starts making it that the company can't function. That's how much pulls they were giving. Okay, when we go over the pulls right after, you're gonna understand why I'm saying that. It really was that bad. Now, they do need also to kind of do other ways, make the game better, except for just taking out pulls. They can't just be like, okay, take out pulls, and then, oh, we're not making the game better. They can't do that. But they can take out pulls and still make the game better and make it so people want to summon. And they need people to summon, right? That's the thing. They need people to buy. And in Canada and also in JP and KR, people are not buying because there's no point, right? There's no point. And I have the math, but I don't want to show it now. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. Now, this guy's saying, I don't know, for what do you want dupes for if you don't have the characters? You're going to be able to get the characters that you need dupes for. You're going to be able to get people who are good. You're going to be able to get who you want, guaranteed, right? So I don't really see this point, right? Because I don't think he's played. Like, free-to-play wise, you're still going to be able to do very good. I've seen free-to-plays with like 500, 600 pulls in reserves while still having a good account. Now, with Creator Company, you will wish to have something for free in the future. I've played some game and it was so greedy for money. Yeah, I mean they want money, but I don't think it's gonna be to a crazy extent. Like, the packs on Canada were insanely good. Like genuinely some of the best gacha packs I've seen anywhere. Like for 400 paid crystals, which is a third of a multi, you could buy a ticket multi every week. Like that's really good. Now, let me okay, so he's saying I'm defending the wrong side. If the game had multiple game modes where new characters released, characters would matter, or at least require you to have a higher variety of characters to clear something, then you wouldn't need to cut free-to-play resources because there would be incentive for everyone to summon more and more. The thing is, sure, yes, they need more game modes, they need fun game modes, they need characters to matter. I've relayed those points, but free to play, you'd be able to get everyone. So it's like, okay, let me be a free to play. Let me pull everything, not need to spend money, right? Let's say you're able to, but you don't need to. That's the thing. And you're still able to clear every type of game mode they bring out in the future. That's how it is for free to plays. There's no, like, free to play should not have the exact same experience as people who spend. They should have a good experience, but not the same. And that's what it is right now, right? So now we're going to get to my favorite comment that I honestly found very funny. So obviously, no offense from the guy because, you know, like, no offense, but like, you're an idiot, right? That's how they sound. I love the word no offense. Like, it's just so funny. So he's saying I'm sounding desperate. I mean, this could be true. Sure. I mean, maybe I am desperate. Shit. I'm trying to convince you guys of something, and some of you are agreeing, some of you are disagreeing, so whatever. First, I want the game to be more pay to win. Yeah, slightly, but it shouldn't be like, how do I explain this? It should be pay to win in the sense that free to play shouldn't have everyone in the game or everyone they need, right? And by need, I mean like every meta unit. Like some free-to-plays have every meta unit and that's it. Like Anto's account, he has every unit he needs. And need could be like just a certain meta, right? But every time there's been a meta, Anto has had every single one of those units and he's completely free-to-play. Now I'm defending nerfs. I'm explaining them. I'm explaining why they happened. I think that the nerfs do suck, but it makes sense. Like, I'm not angry at it anymore. I'm level-headed now. All the people I've talked to on Canada who are the ones who had the nerfs are the veterans, right? I'm in the #1 guild. All these people are like people who play every day and they're fine with it now. Even people who don't really spend much in that guild. And then people on JP and KR, people I'm talking to aren't really starting to see my side of the story too. Now he's saying the small handful of content creators are in the pockets of the devs/arena via program, so it's in your best interest for the game to succeed. I mean, it's in my best interest for the game to succeed because I want the game to do good because I like Black Clover Mobile and I like Black Clover gacha games. Like, I covered Phantom Knights, bro. I was watching a Gikku video, don't mind that. Phantom Knights for almost 100 videos, bro. So, you know, it's like, I like Black Clover in general as a game. And yes, this is true, but like, I shit talk the game to them. I tell them what they need to fix. Now, flip-flopping and looking the other way while there are still issues, gear system entirely, which isn't really true anymore. Like, they literally said they're gonna try to reduce the grinding for LR gears, which is gonna happen 100%. They're gonna find a way to like add like a guaranteed gear, LR gears or stuff, and they also fix substats because of substat rerolls. Not entirely, but to a good amount. And if we start getting more substat rerolls free to play, then it's gonna be very good. So I'd say that like in 2 months, I'd say the gear system could be very, very, very good. But I'm not looking the other way. I talk about these issues. I've made videos on these issues, but the last video was not talking about anything but the currency, right? Revenue is bad across the board, which is why they need to make more money. And how do you make more money? 1, making units more worth to spend on, aka Season 5 and Season 6 so far. 2, giving us less currency because there's a literal inflation of how much currency they are giving us. And what's the third one? 3, also, it kind of sucks, but now there's only 2 seasons, so it's like, it's good for free-to-plays too, by the way. Like, in future seasons, when you have less of the, like, one-time currency, right? You're gonna have to pull for less units, either way. Their last hope is to rush hype units fast as possible. Bro, Black Ops is coming out soon, so I don't know. Anyway, as for like people saying you can't get units, this is the amount. Let me put it to 150. We'll go to 200. So this is the amount of currency we get every month, monthly, that renews. Now this is on average, right? So like let's say for what's it called, maintenance, it could be a bit less, a bit more, and feats could be higher or lower, like I said. So daily, weekly, monthly, pretty self-explanatory. Hall of Illusions too. Now arena top 500, you really have to be top 500 in upper league to get this, but if not, you're looking at about 2 multis. So it could be a multi less, even a bit more, even if you're like more up there. Then if you're in top 10% in arena, that's 800. I don't think top 10% should be that hard if you're playing a lot. Now, playtime, it's just literally having the game open, you get 1500. Then let's say there's one new chapter a month. We could say that that's 1200 right there. And then the patrol stage itself, one a month with the chapter, is 860. Now, the reputation level for the new world is always 800. So that's 800 every month that you could get up to if you just start grinding in that area. And then this is also the reputation level is going to go with something later on. Now, guild login, just logging in gives you over a multi. Then guild versus guild, if you're in top 100, you get 5 tickets. Then battle pass gives you 390. That's like a third of a multi just for like doing some random ass missions on the free to play side. Maintenance gives you some. Then logging in gives you 1680. Then feats gives you some. Then pity coins, if you're summoning on the seasonal and you don't get to pity, I counted this because I personally think that most people will be able to, because it's also the free to play, like when you do your daily single, right? When you do your daily single, that counts for 1 coin. So you could get at least 30 coins a month, which is at least 360. But let's say you have residue pity over on the seasonal banner, then you could get the 600 crystals every month. Then mage pieces, I do want to preface, this could go up to 4800 technically, because we could get like so many, right, of these. You could get one a week, but these are not even like the SR dupes. They're just like what you get from like if you just play the game. Like you're gonna get these, and you could also trade them in from the SR ones, and you like over here. So like these are, you could guarantee yourself one of these multis at least per month just by getting the different SR shared mage pieces. So I counted like one of those multis, so I kind of lowballed this one, right? Then bond level, like if you're getting someone to bond level 15, you're getting 410. And if you're just like maxing out 6 units a month, even SRs or rares, bro, you're getting 2460, right? In total, that's 28,000 pulls. 28,000, how much is that? Divided by 120. 230 pulls. 230 pulls, you're getting free to play every month. That resets. This doesn't even count any events they're gonna have, any like apology type of things like KR does, where we get a bunch, any type of any other event, anything new that comes out, real-time PvP, right? It's 230 pulls outright. Still, that would have been 300 minimum. 300 pulls is kind of too much considering how much the one-time currency is. I'll show you guys that. But like, bro, 230 pulls, the pity's 200. You're getting at least 1 pity. Then there's gateway. Then there's universal dupes, right? So you could dupe out the people you need easily, right? Especially because you're getting 6 dupes month 1. And then on Canada, we got 5 dupes month 2. So 11 dupes in the first 2 months. You could max dupe 2 units without having even gotten one of their dupes from pulls. Now, if Mage's Path resets, that goes up to 30,000, which it did on Canada. So 30,000 divided 30,000 divided by 120, you're looking at about 250 pulls exactly. Is 250 pulls bad still? Because there's like people are saying here, where is it? For what do you do with dupes if you don't have the characters? Bro, is 250 pulls not a pretty good amount of monthly crystals that we get? And then one-time currency, okay? Y'all, I don't think you guys understand. So this is the monthly currency. And I don't think you should be summoning on every banner as a free-to-play or even as someone who spends, bro, because you don't need every character. So if you're having 30,000 every month about, well, we'll say 29,000 between these two. If you're in that area, right, and then you count the one-time currency and there's only certain bounties you need to summon for on launch, why are people complaining about this game not being able, like, you're not going to be able to get units from this game? You're still going to be able to, plus they're giving you more dupes. And let's look at the one-time currency, right? Okay. In terms, you could like pause this, but if you just do everything, not counting the arena or the bond levels, you're getting 39,000. So month 1, right? 30,000 plus 39,000. 69. You're getting 575 pulls month 1 if you complete everything here. Now, there's certain things you won't be able to, such as the world reputation, getting it fully maxed out. That's one thing. The rest, you're able to do. Like, that, literally everything else you're going to get month 1. You're going to get, like, around 500 pulls. Not even counting if you count the upper league entry rewards. If you count that, that goes up to 53,000 crystals, one-time currency, month 1. This isn't counting the monthly crystals, by the way. This is separate, right? A pity is 24,000 crystals. So yeah. And then if you just get all your units up to bond level 15, that's 20,000 crystals for free. Every unit you get is an extra 400 crystals, by the way. So in terms of one-time crystals, I didn't add it up, but 53... is it 695? 695 plus 19,680. This is the amount of one-time currency you get. That's 3 pities right there, I think. Yeah, it's 3 pities. A bit over. So you got 3 pities from one-time currency. If you really go up in arena, which if you push day 1, as I'm going to tell you to, you should. Then you're getting still this. So if we're just counting this, you're able to keep around like 100 to 150 pulls in reserves if you're smart with it, okay? So I really don't see the point in people complaining so much because the game is still going to have so much currency, right? Like even 39,000 is going to be a lot, right? So I don't understand personally. And I didn't even count everything. There's still stuff that I'm sure I forgot. So like I'm just like, wait and see. Just see how the banners, if they're rushing every week, then yeah, but we don't know that yet. And for now, we're still getting enough to really summon on the banners we need, right? If we're looking at it, we'll get Lich and Raya, right? And like, let me show you guys. I'll tease you. Okay. This, you can literally beat the LR gear stages with this team. So you don't need Fauna. So Fauna and Vero right away. If we guides, I think the banner. Okay, banner order. So Yami and Fuego, they're probably gonna be on unfeatured. Lich and Raya, they're gonna be on. They're gonna be together on a dual banner. So go for them. You don't need Fauna or Vero, right? And then afterwards, season 2, you could literally just like choose Noelle and not summon. You could do that. You literally could. Kiado Kohono get replaced, so you don't need them, right? Season 3, if Charmy, it depends where Charmy is, right? But Charmy, right? So there's things like that. In terms of the units, you don't need everyone. Like, you are able to still save with 70 less pulls, right? 70 less pulls a month isn't going to destroy you when we're still getting, like, 230 pulls a month. So I think we're fine. You let me know if you think my math is okay. You let me know if you think I'm stupid. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.